Hi, everybody. This is Chris Fort. I am the owner of Seventh Heaven Mobile Massage here in Atlanta, and you are watching GoTarryn TV.
Hey everybody, happy Saturday, August the 22nd. I am Taryn, the traveling trainer with GoTarryn TV, and as you can see, side by side, the gentleman who just introduced us here, Chris Fort of Seventh Heaven Mobile Massage. Chris, welcome to GoTarryn TV.
Hello.
Well, it's great to have you on here. Thanks so much for taking the opportunity to accept my invite and tell everyone about your massage company, and I want to get into it and just talk to you. First of all, before we even begin, let me tell the people out there that you and I met up about a week ago. I think that we contacted each other and, just basically reached out, and I said, hey, I want to bring you on and interview you here. So we're going to be talking about massage, and similarly to what you do mobile massage therapy, which is great, and it's right here in the Atlanta area. And I do mobile personal training, so it really reminded me of the same thing. I was like, oh my God, this guy goes and does in-home, and out call and such. But before we even begin, can you please tell everybody a little bit about yourself and where you're from, and a little bit about Seventh Heaven Mobile Massage?
Well, I am Chris Fort, of course, and I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I moved to Atlanta, 12 years ago. Fast forward. I went to school for massage therapy at ISS NMT here in Atlanta.
Right.
And went and passed my boards and started Seventh Heaven off the ground. It was a thought in my head when I first started school, and I said, no turning back when I graduated. So
that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. How did you come up with the name Seventh Heaven? I think that's great. Where did we come up with that name?
I had different ideas of names. Seventh Heaven wasn't the original name. I had some other names that had already been used. And I said, well, I want you to be in Seventh Heaven when you get done. So it was a no-brainer. Me and my family put together some names and drew this name out the hat. Seventh Heaven sounded great.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's really, really catchy, and it's unique. It's fantastic. So when you came from Detroit, what brought you down to Atlanta specifically?
Family. My dad was in the Army,
Ah,
so we moved around.
okay. You're an Army brat.
Yes, I am.
Very cool. Nice. Excellent.
Yeah.
Where all have you lived in the world, pretty much?
I've been in Detroit. I've been in Arkansas and Atlanta for the most part. I've visited other places, but for the most part, Arkansas, Detroit, and Atlanta.
That's awesome. Now, let me ask you, Chris, how did you get into massage therapy? What brought you into that?
Well, originally, when I graduated high school in 2000, I was going to go into massage therapy, but there was a lot of that sexual ending type stuff that was going on that was associated with massage, and it kind of, turned me away from it.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of friends that I worked on. I've always been really good with my hands, and so I said, you want to know what? I'm going to just do it.
Yeah.
I did research. I searched around. I talked to a few therapists that are already in the business, and kind of picked their brain to see the ins and outs, the do's and the don'ts, the pros and the cons, and I went for it. I went to one of the best schools, and I'm glad I did it. I wish I had done it earlier.
No, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I can totally relate. I say that to myself all the time with the personal training thing. But that's great.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to hear it. Sounds like you're in something that you really like doing, and you just feel like there's just no turning back. This is full on pedal to metal. This is what you are definitely born to do, pretty much. This is your calling for sure. That's awesome. Let me ask you this. How many people roughly do you see about a week, would you say, right now?
Well, some days I'll have 5 or 6 a day. Some days I'll have 8 or 9 a day.
Oh, my God.
I try not to overbook myself because it can be a bit draining. And I'm mobile, so I have to keep in mind traffic and things like that. And I never
Yep.
want to be late, and I never want to have to do a massage. So I always try to keep things at a minimum and stretch everything out because if they love me, they're going to stay. So I don't believe in doing 12, 13. Some people can do that. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I'm with
quality,
you.
quality.
I totally understand. I'm with you on that. I can again relate on that as well because I know it is drain again, especially in Atlanta traffic, especially lately too. What part of Atlanta do you primarily work out of, like your radius where you can accept clients?
Of Metro Atlanta.
Good, good, pretty good.
Metro Atlanta. I'm
So,
all over, and I live out in Conyers.
okay,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I know where
so
Conyers.
I
Yeah.
take people out in Lithonia and Conyers too.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, perfect, perfect. And so your typical workday, like, what days do you work out of the week? Do you work 6, 7 days a week, or what's your schedule like, pretty
No,
much?
I usually work 3 or 4 days out of the week
Gotcha. Okay, okay,
because I
excellent.
need a little bit of a break. There's other things that I do too, but massage is 3 or 4 days a week.
And then what do you do to de-stress? To get a break.
Okay,
To
massage.
okay. So somebody
Just
works on you.
massage. Or I go running, I go work out, um, do things around the house. I try and find things around the city, artsy stuff to do around the city.
Yeah.
Um,
No,
so
that's
just different
great. Yeah, no, no, that's perfect.
skirts.
When somebody comes to see you, and like generally speaking, if they're really sore and they just did a really sore workout, let's say, because we get a lot of I see a lot of people who are like really aching and get muscle pains, and I'm going through it myself right now some back pain. When you work on them too, is that something that you specialize in with being able to relieve some of the different kind of aches and body pains that the people might have?
Absolutely, absolutely. It just
Good.
depends on the type of uh, achiness and where it is.
Right.
If it's in certain areas, you want to kind of not put too much pressure on certain areas of the body.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah.
but there's always secondary muscles that you can work that will kind of relieve that primary area.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, perfect. And so, like, as far as when people are first contacting you and they want to go ahead and schedule an appointment, when they're first meeting with you, do you usually meet them at their place? Like, say, if they say, "Well, can you come out to where I live in downtown Atlanta," let's say, and then you just come. You can. I guess the other part of that question: do you have your own, I guess, massage table that you bring with too, as well?
Right,
That's how
right.
that works?
Spa to them. I
Oh,
have
okay.
a table. I do
Nice.
therapy,
Oh,
um,
nice, nice.
everything,
Oh,
everything
okay.
that I need. And I also have, like for people who have bridal parties, I also do bridal parties or corporate events like, staff appreciation and
Oh,
things like that.
yeah.
I'll bring other therapists with me, and I can bring nail techs and estheticians, people who do skin. So
Oh my God! Wow.
people.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's wonderful,
Just
Chris.
because, and the reason why I chose to do it this way is because, you know, people go to a spa to be de-stressed, to unwind, and then you go right back onto the road, and in 30 minutes, you're like, oh my God, from the traffic. So
Yes. Yeah.
it's like, why not bring the spa to people? It's very convenient.
I love it. Yeah. That's awesome. Let me ask you this. What do you love most about what you do and about massage therapy in general?
Meeting different people and
Yeah.
being able to help people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I love to work with people who might be a little skeptical of massage, have never had massage before, and then after a session with me, they are well overpleased. Like to educate people and let them know what massage really is. A
Yeah.
lot of people think that massage is just rub, rub, tap, tap, and it's much more than that. So I love being able to educate people and to open up, their mind to other things.
Yeah, absolutely. And Chris, I researched the website a little bit too, which we'll get to for anybody interested. We'll get a pen and paper in a second and tell you what the website link is. I saw there were different services that were available. Can you expand on a little bit about what the different types of massages that you have available and the services you provide?
Yes, I do offer regular Swedish massage, which is more of that spa type relaxing massage.
Yeah.
I do deep tissue, just a little bit more pressure.
Okay.
I customize the massages for everybody. So where one part of your body might be deep tissue, the other part might be Swedish,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Just depending on the person. I do warm bamboo massage, which is an alternative to hot stones. I
Okay.
feel like hot stones is a little bit, it's very risky um, traveling with it, and some people can't take the heat. So warm bamboo is an alternative to um, hot stones.
No, that's good. I've never heard of that. That sounds intriguing. Um, Let me ask you another question. Something that we talked about in the beginning of the video blog. You were alluding to. I think everybody's heard the term happy ending. Happy
Right,
massages. So,
right.
can I ask you what? Let's, I guess, break this down as far as because again, I'm kind of new to massage. Trying to learn about the different types, and I know there's a million different people out there who you can get your massage services from. But what is it about that you were talking about earlier that kind of like you know had you kind of second guessing, thinking, well, what's that all about? And in your experience, I guess the second part of my question, have you seen that, and what's your thoughts on that whole happy ending? I guess to keep it PG-13 for the people watching.
Well, I feel like we're coming now as therapists in our industry. It's changing.
Yeah.
Uh, Now that we're being accepted in the medical field, chiropractors are now taking us in.
Yes.
Some therapists I know who accept insurance. Um, and so it's very comforting to see that it has taken a change.
Yeah.
Um, but we still have a long ways to go, you
Yeah.
know, because there's still people who um, they elude massage to going to the mall and getting a chair massage. But those people in the malls are not licensed.
Yeah.
We're board licensed, and there's a big difference between a masseur, and a massage therapist. You know,
Yes. No, absolutely. It's the same as like personal training. I'm always telling clients out there when they look at my rates, they might say, "Oh, wow, that's a lot more than what they charge at so and so down the street." And then I pretty much rebut and say, "Well, so and so down the street probably isn't licensed, isn't
right,
certified, at least not
right,
nationally accredited. Probably doesn't have a degree. Just different things that we break down and show the differences of what like you get. Like you said, when you go to a mall and get one of those fly by night general cookie cutter massage people versus a
right.
real true professional like yourself. So I'm glad you said that. And I there's so many like eerie similarities. I feel like I'm interviewing myself here, like what you were talking about earlier about not like tiring yourself down too much with, because my schedule, I pretty much try to book sometimes up to 7-8 people in a day, and I know exactly what you mean. I could probably sneak in a few more people, but at the same
Right.
time, I don't want to burn myself out. But also, with Atlanta traffic, like you said, it's almost near impossible.
It's
So,
really uncomfortable.
oh God, especially lately. So, where you're coming from, because I would assume you probably take I-20 a lot from the east
I
side
take
into town.
20. I've learned over the time back ways,
Yeah.
78,
Yes.
212, places like
Yes.
areas like that. I've
Yes.
learned to take back ways. That's the only saving grace that I have.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I mean I'm the same way. It's just Atlanta is just unbelievable, and everybody watching knows what we're talking about. Chris, I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you and getting to meet you. And like I said, also, if anybody out there is watching who's a member of Family Life Center, be on the lookout because Chris is going to be coming there very soon. We'll get you all the exciting details on that because I definitely want to talk to you, Chris, about that as well. If you don't mind, if we could take a couple minutes here. The people watching now, we've got them salivating, their appetites wet. They're like, okay, well, how do we get a massage with Chris and with his team at Seventh Heaven? Can you tell us the ways and the website, email, phone number? How can these people schedule a massage with you, and how can they learn more about Seventh Heaven Mobile Massage?
You can go to my website, which is www.seventhheavenmobilemassage.com, spelled out. You can also reach me on my phone number, which is area code 347-361-6536. And you can
Perfect.
make an appointment under the contact section on my website. Send your email address, type your message and send it to me, and I'll get it immediately.
Perfect. Very good. And for the folks who, just in case, you don't have to pause, rewind. Coming up in about a minute or two, get a pen and paper because, like I said, we're going to jot down and we'll have the contact information that he just had. His phone number and his website's going to be on the screen. So, Chris, again, thank you so much for coming on. I have greatly enjoyed this talk with you. A true professional, a true licensed massage therapist like yourself, somebody who's reputable, has a website. You guys check it out. Go to his website, like you just heard, Seventh Heaven Mobile Massage, so you can check it out and you can learn more about him. And I'm looking forward to getting to know you more soon, and hopefully being able to get a mutual symbiotic relationship working here with you too. So
Absolutely.
that would be great. Yes. Well, again, Chris, thank you so much for being my guest here on this Saturday, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. And hope to talk to you soon too. And everybody else, yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. We'll let Chris go, and thanks for watching GoTarryn TV, everybody. And as we fade to black here comes Chris's information one more time. We'll see you later, Chris.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, there you have it. That was Christopher Fort, licensed massage therapist of Seventh Heaven Mobile Massage. And remember, the relief you need can only come from a heavenly massage. So I want you to contact him and schedule your appointment today now that you have his information right here on GoTarryn TV. And everybody, I told you that I was going to be lining up some awesome, great guests, and we just had Christopher on, another excellent superstar right here on GoTarryn TV. And next Thursday, by the way, be on the lookout because I'm going to be having my friend, my pal, my buddy, Brian Gilbert from the Family Life Center back on here on GoTarryn TV. That is Thursday, August the 27th. Mark that on your calendar right now. He's going to be talking about how you can get away with working out on the go and without being able to have a gym access or fitness center access and any equipment. You can do exercises by yourself in a room like this, and be on the lookout because he's going to tell you all about that. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video blog with Christopher and Seventh Heaven Mobile Massage. And a few other things that I can ask of you, if you could please do the following. If you could go to this website link right here that my fingertips are touching right now, www.gotarryn.tv, and bookmark that as a favorite to your web browser today and tell 2 people about that. A few other things, if you haven't done so already, I'm pleading, I'm begging you, I'm on my knees right now, asking if you could please make sure to like GoTarryn on Facebook, subscribe to GoTarryn on YouTube, follow GoTarryn on Twitter, and above all else, just keep trucking along, keep watching these video blogs, and I want you to stay connected with this guy right here, Taryn the Traveling Trainer, the master of the personal training universe, and the man who tells you that with GoTarryn Personal Training, it's your time, it's your investment, it's your life. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy weekend, and we'll see you next week for more GoTarryn TV. Go get 'em. Bye-bye.